Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Pixelgaard. So, before we get started, I do want to show you one little bit of footage that I kind of caught earlier, and it was just kind of like, I was not quite ready to start recording, but it just kind of popped up, so... Okay, I want to bring you guys in really quick. I'm actually recording this before I start recording the next part of the build video, but this is something that came up. Mega Venusaur. And this is actually something that I've been wanting to find, and pretty stoked about it because I actually want the drop from this. So, it's a level 49. That's actually not bad. I can take this. Let's, well, the only thing about using Feather Dance, it might use special attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a couple sand attacks. Petal Blizzard. I think that's a special. I could be wrong. And then I'm probably going to get outsped, yeah. Oh, but he used a tackle right there. So maybe. Okay, so I'm going to drop in Arbok then. Hopefully he'll miss. Nope. He's going to hit. I may have to rest up and then try it again. Houndoom. Yeah, there we go. Avoided. Oh, but it's not doing very much damage. I'll have to check on that Petal Blizzard. It's not an attack that I normally think that much about. I know Tackle, though, is a physical. Maybe I can get Poison layered up on him, hopefully. And keep dodging those attacks. Yeah, I'm actually going to rest up real quick and check on that Petal Blizzard. Okay, Petal Blizzard is a physical, so I'm going to start out with Feather Dances in that case. And hopefully get his attack down maybe 6 levels if I'm lucky. Yes. I wasn't able to get a sand attack, but that's okay. And then I'm going to move into Arbok and try to drop the his defense a few levels. That one hits, so that's 2. Oh, and he got a crit. Okay. Well, maybe Nidorino can get some Leers in. Too bad I don't have Pidgeot still, but that's fine. Okay, then I'm going to move into Primplup next. Yeah, that didn't work. It's super effective, so... Scorpy. I can try to get some more Leers off, so... Because if I get one more Leer off, that's going to be max defense drop. And max attack drop. There we go. Poison Sting's just going to be average effectiveness, I guess. Okay, let's go into Houndoom then. Oh yeah, that's pretty good damage. If he doesn't like get some random crit, I should be able to win. And assuming he doesn't have like recover. Or something like that. Fire Fang. Oh yeah. There we go, we beat him. And... got 3 vines, a stick, an assault vest, and Venusaurite. Awesome. And I'm being attacked by a Pidgey. Okay, but that's totally worth it. So I got my Venusaurite, and I'm quite happy about that, because I actually do want that. Which whenever I show you my team loadout, of course, if you hadn't guessed, Venusaur's on there. But anyways, I did do a little bit between episodes. I wasn't trying... You know, I'm trying not to move on without you guys, so I didn't do very much. Basically, I just brought this wall over and made a big box, more or less. And I filled this with dirt, just so we didn't have any Pokemon or anything having a chance to spawn in there. And then, yeah, I brought this little wall up right here as well. And then over here, I've actually gotten rid of the red apricorns. That's the only one that I've done so far. I've gotten rid of the red apricorns that were down there in that, like, mix match of apricorn bushes, and now there's 32 here, because of course I just planted more as they came in. And so we have 32 red apricorns available on this little hilltop. And this is where a lot of my dedicated bulk apricot farms are going to be, of course. So red's going to go here, and then there's going to be another one actually that goes right over in here, and then it's going to go on back, and there'll be a couple more, and then a couple more. Also, I did smelt up a lot of these apricorns, so we have there's no cooked red ones at the moment, but actually I lied, there's 52. I forgot about those for a second. There is some, I did set up this chest and a little item frame here and a crafting table here. And this is for storing stuff like ball parts. Also extra balls right now. These will actually be inside of the house that we're working on, but not yet. And then I made a couple drawer keys, and yeah. And then one of those will set up to a personal key. I just have to get a name tag first before I can do that. And then these are all cooked apricorns as well. So anyways, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be continuing on working. And this is actually basically the foundation of this house. Of course, the foundation is very visible because this house is kind of built onto a hill. Look at that. Every time it's going to start raining. Also over here in this, I did make an architect saw bench. I actually made that while I was testing something, and it didn't quite work out. I was going to see if I could use grass path blocks to make stairs with Architecture Craft. It doesn't work. Also, you can't use little tiles with them. But I did make up some little tile stuff. I've got the little chisel, the little bag, the little saw, the wrench, the hammer, and we're actually going to be using some of these today. So let me go ahead and turn that into planks real quick. And first and foremost, what I want to do is I actually want to build the ramp that leads up here. Originally, I was thinking about doing stairs, but I did change my mind to a ramp. We are still going to use stairs around the base, but I actually, for a lot of things, I think I want to use ramps to give it that soft incline. Instead of going with stairs everywhere. Tornadoes spawned in a plains biome. Oh, and actually, before we do that, we should build where the deck is going to be. And let me grab this oak wood. And I think what we're going to use is going to be oak wood for this deck. Because, or no, I'm sorry, no. I was wanting to use spruce, in fact. And I put all that oak wood. I'm sure I'll use it somewhere. There's a spruce forest over in this direction, I seem to remember. So give me just a second. I'm going to gather up a little bit of this spruce wood. Because for some reason I forgot I was going to use spruce instead of oak for this. Originally I was going to use oak, and then I was like, well, I've got oak for the ceilings, right? So I don't really want oak for the floors too. So I'll be back here in just a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this down to planks. And I should have plenty of planks for what I want to do. What we're going to do is just build this out. And I think I'm going to run it back to right in here. And then to there, and then we'll just take it on back like this. So something like that. And then we would have, let me make some stairs real quick. And we're going to place our stairs setting like right here. Yeah. And then we'll have some kind of a border block that kind of runs around this. But I am going to drop some of the stairs right here. And let me make one more batch of stairs real quick. And that'll be kind of where you step up onto this deck that leads to the workshop area, the little forge, Pokeball forge is what we're going to call it, and then the actual house, that corresponds to it. Which we're actually going to have storage for Pokeballs up inside the house. So, okay, so the next thing that I want to do is, let me drop a bit of these. I'm going to go ahead and do a half stack into there. And then let me grab our little chisel and what we're going to go ahead and set this to spruce wood planks, and we're going to set it to slice. Is what I want. And I think what we're going to do is this slice is going to run up to here. Is that how I want to do it? Yeah, actually. So it's going to run from here, and then we're going to drag it down. It's going to be 3 wide, I think. And so that's what we'd be looking at, is like this little ramp that just kind of leads up to the top of the house. And the reason I had this out and I was playing with it is I was trying to get the elevation to how I wanted it to be, you know. And I actually quite like this elevation. It's not too steep, but it's also not too flat, you know, or flat-ish. So I think that's a reasonable elevation for just a ramp that goes up. And I think we'll use ramps a bit throughout this town. I mean, we'll have stairs, of course, but I also like these ramps. It's kind of like a change to stuff. So, okay, and then we'll have to put a rail on that. We'll do that here in just a second. Or soon. In a second, or I don't know, next episode, we'll see. I want to get a lot of the base stuff done, so we kind of have a feel for how this is gonna work and everything. So, next up, I need to figure out what kind of block I'm gonna put around this, and I'm gonna do a railing with architecture craft, I think. Well, let's go ahead and pop up here first, because I need to trade out some of these blocks, because the ramp's going to take us up, and there's going to be another exterior deck, you know, up here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and trade out some of these. We're going to have our spruce there, and then of course there's going to be a wall that goes around this, but and then right here we're actually going to have stairs that step up into the house. So this house is actually going to be, you know, 1 layer above the foundation. So steps in, and then in here we'll carry on the, I don't know if I want to carry on the spruce or not. Maybe a different kind of floor. I don't know. We'll work in there here in just a second, but let's go ahead and build this out 1 more layer with the spruce. And then we can step on to the path that goes here. Because I want the workshop building to kind of connect over into the apricorn farms, because, you know, it only makes sense that it would step out onto that. And then this area out here, yeah, I think I decided I want to leave it as grass. Maybe some like grass path blocks, which in this pack, or with this texture pack, this is what they look like. So we might have some of those out there, but yeah, I think I want to do it as that. Actually, no, let me change one thing. I'm actually going to have this step up right there. Okay, so I'm debating. I don't think I want stairs here. I feel like they're too intrusive. So I think what we're going to do instead is let's actually make some slabs. Some of these spruce wood slabs. And we are going to place these down right here. And then this is going to step up onto kind of a deck area that enters the house. So we're going to have, like, you know, that. And then we'd maybe have the door be right here then. And step in kind of into a hallway that goes over, and then there's the house. Which isn't going to be, you know, it's not going to be a super exquisite house. It's not going to be really, really big. But it's going to have the necessities, and it's going to have a little bit of storage for Pokeballs. So that's kind of the plan. But we'll get into that in just a second. Now this right here, this little spot, I don't know if I just want to bring like a pillar up. I think I do. Plus it kind of accents that slab work right there. So we'll have this pillar that kind of comes up. Just a standard block type pillar. And then we'll have another one on this side that's going to come up. So we'll say there. Then we're going to have another one down here that comes up. And that's going to be kind of where the roof goes up. They might actually come up. Yeah, we'll bring it up like 1 more, I think. Okay. And then, yeah, and then I'll figure out I want to do that up there here in just a second. Now, down here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this little bit of the foundation that kind of comes out, or if I'm going to change that. Might actually change it to like a post that kind of comes up. But it would have to be on that corner. I'm not sure. I'm not for sure. But okay, so let's go ahead and start putting the roof on this. That's going to be the worst part, and then we can bring up pillars that support it and have all this kind of run together, so to speak. And so I've got some roof blocks left over down here. Let's go ahead and grab these, and we'll go ahead and grab the rest of this stuff too. Okay, and then the black clay, let's go ahead and get that smelting up as well. Okay, so the roof here, it's going to need to come up basically right in here. And so, let's see, let me pop down. This one might be what I'm looking for. Yeah. Black roof tile. And let's go ahead and just run this over like this. Gotta figure out how I want this to go. Because basically what we're gonna have here is a roof that's gonna slant down. I feel like that's the right height that it needs to be. Okay, and what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to slowly bring this roof down. I'm hoping that the slab roof will be able to bring it down like what I'm needing. I'm hoping so. I mean, we could do the roof with little tiles, but I really want to do it with Chinese Workshop. I love this mod. Yeah, this will work out good. And then I'll just have to clean up these top sections here. I don't know if that's... Let's see. Once this is brought up... I mean, I think it's pretty reasonable. I mean, like a realistic roof, because I can literally sit here and I can jump and hit my head for like an average sized person. I don't think that's, but I don't know though, because I can't look here and like look up and see that. So no, let me bring it up maybe one more block. Okay, so it'd be more like that. With the placement, with the roof, and then I could make it all kind of come together right in here. I think that's be fine, actually. And then it would be a lot more open feeling down through here. So you can kind of look up and see up through there. And then what I'll do is I'll probably block this off. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. So, okay, so now that that's in place, and then what I might do is just little tiles. Actually, I wonder if that would work out good. Let me... If I set this to oak wood, and I did a slice on it, and... Let's say, for example, it was going from here to there. Well, let's do here to there first. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a reasonable amount. And then we would go here to there. And then here to there. It kind of changes elevation right there, but that's because it's going to like open out. Yeah. And then we would have the ceiling up here. I think that would be good. I should think so. I'm going to wait on this till we get to the ceiling part. But I think that is... I think that's good. And then I just need to bring out the rest of this. So... Let me grab these and these. And... Let's bring up our Chinese Workshop again, and we are going to make a bit of these. Finish this off. I love this. Oh, whoops. I like the way it's shaping up so far. I'm pretty happy with it. It's going to take a little bit of tweaking, of course, but... Alright. So that feels nice and open, I think. And then if we do this edge here with like a nice rail that kind of fits, and it feels kind of open, I think it's going to look good. And then we come down to here. Of course, this I'm going to have to bring these together because it's all going to be part of like one roof that kind of goes up and then connects to another roof that's on top of the house, right? But the roof that's on top of the house isn't going to connect directly down here, so it's actually going to kind of like wrap up and then connect up. Now over here, these are full roof tiles. So, let's see. If I did like that, so maybe this little like pillar that kind of comes out, I think it's good right there, in truth. Because I don't want, I could go with like a regular roof tile that's not the slab one, and it would connect up really nice, but then I would have a weird change of elevation up there. And it's not quite what I want to do. So out of curiosity, if I did this, I'm going to need some kind of a corner bit that maybe connects. Well, no, maybe not. Because then if I did, that's top. I want the bottom. Actually, I think it's, yeah, it's this one right here. If I put this right there, then it doesn't really feel out of place. It looks like this roof just connects up, and then it would kind of curve up. And I think that would do it, actually. Let's see. Let me pop over here. Let me get just some normal size roof tiles. Honestly, the roof for this is probably the worst part. Getting all the roof just right, because it does have that change in elevation going on. Wait a second. And then if I took the tile ridges and I started putting these out, maybe even brought them up to here, and then if I changed these into ridges, actually I think that would be the key part. Set this to, well, this one doesn't do ridges. I need that right there. Okay, let me pop back down here. I think this will work out pretty good. We get this roof sorted, and then honestly the hardest part of this whole building, in my opinion, is done. So, which actually the top of this, I'm going to bring this up as a normal roof tile so that it kind of fits in with that stuff, and then we're going to take this and do that. And then I could carry that on up. But this will be the edge of the house, so I probably won't need to. And then if I brought this out right in here, hoping this all looks good once we're done with it. I think so. I don't know. And then these, we're going to bring this out and bring that out. Another slab top right there. And then there's a slab top that needs to go in right there. And actually what I might do, I don't know if I want it all covered, which I'm gonna have to close that off. That's fine, but just like we did over there, that's not a problem. Let's see, this would have to come out here to say like right there at least, and then those would have to come out. And then I actually don't know if I want to have the roof cover this entire thing, or maybe make like a deck that comes out just a little ways out. I'm not for sure about that. I actually like that ridge right there that you can see popping through. I think I do. I might change my mind, but let's go ahead and grab this. And I need to go ahead and do that. Just so that follows through. And then, oh no, I know what I want to do over here. I think so. Let me go ahead and pull that up. These are all tile ridges. I want the full ridge. Can I make a full ridge? Tile ridge top. Yeah. I want this, I think. And then if I ran this down through here, like that. Let's see, if I did that kind of runs through, and then right here we would have maybe a pillar that comes up, and then this would just be kind of be a difference in elevation on the roof, I'm thinking. And then I would need to, over here, I would want to bring this one down. So we kind of have like this whole arched roof going on. Right up through here. And then actually I might just, let's actually make this a little bit smaller than what I originally had it. Shift these stairs to there. And then we would have the border blocks that go back right here, I think. So you'd step up onto here, and then it would just kind of be like a walkway. And so you could either go up that way or step down to here. And then I think I need the border blocks. Let me go ahead and these oak slabs, we're going to go ahead and just run these. Let me see something. If I had this here, it's actually not a bad elevation at all. Oops. We'll spruce up the exterior of this here in just a second, but I'm trying to get all this to fit in just right. Okay, so there's that. And then what we would do is we would have the oak wood slabs come back here. And let me make a few more of those real quick. Okay, so these would run through like that. And then, let's see, we would have, let me rotate this. Oh, wait a second. I gotta switch out, for just a second, I gotta switch this out to that. Okay, so this is going to connect up to basically right there. And then of course I'd have to smooth this out somehow. I may change the arch that we have here to kind of work out. I'm going to try something here in just a second. If it doesn't work out, we can always change it. But okay, so that would be the inside of this part. Makes me want to change up this a little bit, make it a little bit more ornate, kind of. I'll tell you what, I can do that. And I think that's going to look fine. I do believe. Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to look alright. And then we'll have to put in some pillars up there here. Let me toss out, I've still got to finish a little bit on the roof for this bottom part. Basically the front of this. But this is what we would have kind of going on here. And I think it actually turned out pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with it. And then I'm going to remove this for right now because I'm not sure if I even want that on there or not. And then I've got to finish the front of this. Okay, and then what I need to do is put that there, and then I need the top ones. Giving me these mushrooms, I don't need them. Whoops. Oh, but that's going to be... let's... Bah. Is that how I want to do it? And it would have like a flat front segment there. There's not any really way around it unless I just did a slab down here. Or a, you know, a block. Let me go ahead and make the top, and then we're going to see if we can't sort something out. I want this here. Alright, let me dump off some of this stuff I've got on me. Because I got so much junk. This is kind of like my working chest right now for this project, so... there we go. Oh, that's a ginormous weeping bell. Okay, so let's get some more sticks. And then let's do that. Okay, there we go. Place it like that, place it like that. That's a lot better. Okay, so then... if we did that... there we go, that's what we would have. Whoops. Okay, now one thing I want to see about fixing is... this right here, I've got ridges. I don't want ridges, I want slab tops. Because that's a lot of why this looks kind of funny. Let me grab... these... or slab bottoms. Slab bottoms is what I want. So if we did like that... then we did like that... this actually needs to be a little bit different. I need these. I need these edges. Yeah, so let me grab some of those. Oh yeah, look at that. That's right, I was using the wrong roof parts for this. So, okay, and then what I would need to do is... let's see. Let's do that across. We bring that over, and then we bring that over. Okay, that looks better. That looks a bit better. Alright, so then I just have to connect all this up. And I think I like the oak with the spruce on the bottom. Just kind of a little bit different. So it doesn't all blend together so much. And then I need to figure out what the border stone's going to be for this. Because basically what I'm thinking is we'll have the fencing that comes out, you know, maybe like that. And then we would have, say fencing there, that steps down, and then we would have fencing on this opposite side, and then I've got to run some fencing up through, or a railing that runs up through here, but it's probably going to be a little bit different. Either that or I try to match this design with, say, little tiles to some degree. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure how I want to do that. And this right here, yeah, I'll just bring that out. That looks good. Alright, let me go ahead and make some more sticks, and then we're going to make some more of our Chinese fences. And then we're just going to run this on back like that. Okay, so I've just got to figure out what I'm going to use as the border block for this. And I don't know if I just want to use like wood and kind of have this oak wood that comes out. Like that. I don't know, I kind of like it. We'll see. Oh, and then I need to bring these down like that. Like that. I'm actually going to have it stick out right there. I like that. And I think that's good. for the support side of things. I've still got to shape up some of this section through here, but I really like the front of this. Okay, give me a second. Let me figure out what kind of border block I want to use. Because I think that's the big question at the moment. Okay, I went ahead and brought this out with that slant, kind of like what we've got up here. And then this edge, I'm not for sure. I tried bringing a pillar down, and I wasn't a fan of it. So I've got to figure out what I want to do here. I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'm going to leave this alone for the time being, and I'll figure something out. Like I said, a pillar didn't really fit. I mean, maybe if I just brought this out and didn't bring it down as a full square pillar, maybe used architecture craft, and did more of like a rounded pillar. I'm not for sure though. I'm not for sure that that's what I'd want to do, but just to test it. Wait, let me. Which would mean I need to find a new place for the crafting table, but I could have that. But I just don't think it really fits. So I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it and come up with something. I've got to make a new axe. Of course, these are no tools, but I don't know. I've got to play around with it, and I'll figure out something, something to do with that. But I'm gonna dump that stuff off. But yeah, we'll sort something out. Sort something out for that. But I'm pretty happy with the progress thus far. And I know we don't have a whole lot of time left. I mean, like I said, this is probably going to take about 3 episodes, probably 4. We'll probably finish the structure out itself. I'm hoping next episode, which will just mainly be this top part and getting that upper deck put on and figuring out exactly how we're going to lay that out. But then we'll probably take a 4th episode just to kind of decorate and populate, because there's a lot of decor items that Pixelmon adds, and I want to play around with some of those. Maybe spend an episode doing that, and then we'll be done, I think, with that build, I should think. But one thing I do want to do, let me grab some of this sand, and I did mine up some nether quartz between episodes, and let me go ahead and make some of this right here, this white gray walls, and this stuff we can place out like that, and we can make small white gray walls. And I think this is what I want to use for the walls up there. I think, and there's gonna be a border block that kind of separates, probably some kind of wood that sits atop the cobblestone here, and so then we would have the walls that come out, because I'm thinking using this as our walls. I'm kind of half tempted to do that. And this pillar would kind of stick through. Or I could do that if I didn't want it to. I don't know. And then maybe have this cobblestone, this be just a section that comes through, and then the door sits right there, and you step in. So maybe that would go to there. I don't know. But if I did that, I'd probably need to just remove this bit of the foundation, because it's not really necessary. Unless I brought it out further. So it would be something like this. I mean, I'm not going for like a really big house, just more of like a realistic size house. So something to this effect. And like I said, it would basically have like a bed and some Pokeball storage and whatnot. So maybe if I remove this bit of the foundation, trim that off, and then maybe have that come out a little bit further like that. Just so you're kind of walking up, and this is all still walled in like it's part of the house. You know, not quite as far in, but I'm thinking that would be good. And then I would just have to put the floor blocks in. And then for the base, for the foundation, part of me is thinking do that. and carry that oak wood that we've got throughout all of this, carry this on through. Let me see, how does that look down here? Yeah, I actually like that. And then what we would do is maybe have, for this part, bring it out like that, because I'm actually going to do something right up here. That, and then I'd have to get some more oak wood, but which I've been gathering a lot of that off-site of late. So, and then we could put windows and stuff, and then there's going to be a floor here, and the floor is going to be made out of, I don't know if I want to carry that spruce in, or is there some kind of like a thatch? There's thatch roof, but not like a thatch floor. Okay, Pixelmon adds wooden flooring, which is 3 slabs. Let me test that real quick. I want to see what that looks like. I'd like to at least get the flooring in this episode. We'll get like 4 pieces of it to start with and see what we think. So this would be the wood floor. I'm actually not crazy about that. I mean, I could go with something like a dark oak, which is like that. Let's see. I mean, I can chisel it and get different textures if I want to. There's also the jungle wood, which I kind of like. I might go on a journey to get the jungle wood, because I feel like the dark oak is too dark, but I don't want to go with like spruce oak, birch, I don't think, because they're a little bit brighter than what I want. And not, almost like not as dirty, or worn, should be the word. So I might go on a journey to see if I can go get some jungle wood, or I might work on the jungle sapling seeds, or the, you know, the wood sapling seeds, because those are just like this, which really wouldn't be too difficult. I could throw these together right now, and then we could get some wood farming, and then I could make jungle wood with that. Actually, that might be a good idea, because I don't know where the nearest jungle is, and so I'm going to end up spending forever trying to find that, which really isn't ideal. I want to get on with this build. Let me grab some birch wood. Let me grab prosperity. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll get our wood seeds. Let's start with just one, because I'm actually not sure if they're going to double on this pack or not. I'm not sure if the config, I don't think Severe turned off the config, so I think there's a small chance that they'll double. So I'll probably just make one set of them, because I only need like 3 essence per like 16 wood, which makes like a stack of planks. So we'll go ahead and do this and get those planted. And I feel like adding that up there. And then I'll probably do some little tiles work right at the where the wood hits the cobblestone and make it just, you know, not so flat, maybe. I think that would be good. But I think once we put this all together, I think it's going to look good. It's kind of just piecing it together at the moment. And then on the corners, of course, we're going to bring this up. Actually, let me see. The Chinese workshop stuff. Let me actually make some of these black brick walls. What if I did the corners with like a black brick? That might actually look even better, instead of just having it be like flat. Well, there's also oak walls, which I could do those. Let me make some oak walls too. And I think, yeah, these are just slabs. Upper door frames. Oak walls. And then the support there, I don't know if I'm, I don't know. We'll see. I change my mind a lot whenever I'm building, so some things may change, but... Oh, they don't connect over, though. And I'm assuming that it's the same with these. Yeah. Okay, so what I might do, I might change my mind, but what I might do is bring these over and then have some kind of a pillar block. Kind of like what's there. Instead of just having this connect all the way. I don't know. I might change my mind. We'll see. I'm going to toss it around in my head for a little bit, but something to that effect, though. And then we would have this kind of come up. And then over on this side, it can come up. Okay, and I think that'll be good for the time being. And then next episode, we'll finish this out. Maybe start a little bit on decor. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with those corners. And we'll sort something out. And we'll figure out what we're going to do. And then I'll probably, off camera, I'll probably bring that little path up and then do the ramp. Maybe that comes down. I'll do some stuff off camera, some stuff on camera. But yeah, I think it's starting to shape up. Bit by bit, it takes a little bit. And it's not even really a huge build. But I think it's coming along nicely so far. And then I've still got to do a chimney that comes up here and then shape some of this stuff up, which actually where that chimney comes up, let me jump over here real quick. That's going to be right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and block those off. So we'll have 2 blocks, 1 block. Yeah. Because, of course, we don't want the chimney to be coming up through a window or something like that. So, well, I mean, it's only going to come up to, like, maybe right here. But then, you know, there would be smoke that comes up. So, which we're going to set that up and everything. But, yeah. So, I'm going to end out this episode here. Like I said, I might change up some things. I got to figure out what I want to do with this little like bit of roof or ceiling over here, but we'll sort something out for that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys next time.